Hello, McKinley Friends. It is Mrs. Lil again. It's so good to see you. Okay, so we're gonna do something a little bit different today because you are not here sitting on your dots. We're doing something a little bit different, and I am gonna read you a story today, and we're gonna talk a little bit about some new changes that are happening for us. So to start with, I'm gonna read this book called Little by Little by Amber Stewart and Lane Marlowe. And one of my favorite things about the book, besides the moral of the story, going little by little, is that it's about an otter. Go Otters, woo! Everybody with me now. Go Otters! Okay, so little by little, let's see what our little otter friend has to do. All right, his name is Otto. Otto was making a list, an I can do list and an I can't do list. And I think his I can't do list should actually be I can't do it yet list. So he's making his list. The do side was much longer. On it was a forward roly-poly, backwards roly-poly, being kind to frogs, mudsliding, making very good sand castles, slippery rock hopping. The can't do side was shorter. It just said swimming. Otto, are you going to swim today? Asked Beaver. No, said Otto. Not at all? Asked Bear. Not even a little? Otto sighed and went home. Don't listen to Bear and Beaver, said his mommy when Otto told her. Little by little, you will learn to swim. Otto decided he would have to keep trying. I love that. Sometimes Otto would pretend he could swim, but really he was hopping very, very quickly along the riverbed. Other times he would run along the riverbank, trying not to be left behind by his friends as they spun and tumbled through the water. But most days, Otto would simply sit on his favorite slippery rock, wishing and wishing from all his whiskers all the way down to his toes that he could swim. Every day his mommy would say, "Today's the day!" And every day, it wasn't. Then, one sunny day, Otto and his sister were watching their friends jumping off the highest ever rock into the deepest ever pool below. "You have got to start small," his sister said. "Small?" said Otto. "Yes, small," she said. "Come on, today is the day to start small. That's how I did it when I learned to swim." What a good sister. So Otto started small. He hopped along the riverbed, keeping his toes off the bottom just that little bit longer every time. Then he did higher hops with floating in between. The next day, Otto did floating without holding on to anything, and pretty soon he was kicking all the way to the halfway stone. A few days later, Otto splashed and kicked and swam the whole width of the river from one bank to the other, all by himself. And little by little, that width became the length of the river from Otto's den to the deepest ever pool. Before long, the splashing and kicking turned into gliding, and roly-polies on the riverbank became underwater tumbling. When he was ready, Otto invited his friends and family to come see his big surprise. With everyone gathered along the riverbank, Otto jumped off the highest ever rock into the deepest ever pool. "I did it," said Otto to his sister. "I can really swim." "You really can," laughed his sister, hugging her very wet little brother. "You see, you started small and finished big." All right, that is so awesome for Otto, and you know what he did? Something that we do in Fayette all the time. When something is hard, we never give up, and we just keep trying. So remember, just like Otto did here, I'm trying to think back to when we started learning to jump ropes. we started with our jump ropes on the floor, and we did little things like jumping over the rope, and then we did our 180s, and you guys had some awesome ski jumps in there. And then we started picking up the ropes and learning to twirl them, and we'd catch toefish. Remember the toefish? And some of you had stinky toefish. I remember that. Woo! And then we started learning to twirl that rope and jump over it, and some of us even learned how to do consecutive jumps. And then we did that little by little by little, okay? And now things are gonna look kind of different at school because you're learning from a different place. But remember, we're gonna keep asking you to do hard things, and you can do it. And even if you don't get it the first time, what are you gonna do? Say it with me. Never give up. All right, we miss you.